Hello everyone. Today we are going to learn about economics standard 12 chapter number 1. We are going to learn today. So first chapter is all about chapter number 1 is introduction of micro and macroeconomics. There are two different words which we are going to introduce in this chapter. So in this chapter, macroeconomics is different and microeconomics is different. So here only in short introduction, meaning, use and their scopes are we are going to understand, and more in this subject the same topics you will going to learn more in after 12th in a first year second year you will going to learn more about it, but here we are going to just introduce micro and macroeconomics. So first we are going to read and slowly we are going to explain. I am going to explain uh, the meaning and the sentence which we are using here, and the words, and what is the meaning, what is the scope, and what all things are saying in this chapter that I am going to make you understand. So first we are reading introduction. Here in this introduction it's given microeconomics and macroeconomics are two different main branches of modern economics. So nowadays the modern economics is growing more and more. So India, it's nowadays the India is a knowing as a digital India. So, right. So economics things are also growing up more and more. Okay, so we reach at a higher place in our economics, the economics area, our the status of economics in Marathi we can say arthashastra, right? So that is growing more and more, and now the India is becoming a digital India. So here in the introduction it is given the term micro is derived from the Greek word. So from where the words are coming, from where the words are taken in this introduction is given from where the micro word is taken. It's written here, it's derived from the Greek word. It's derived from the Greek word. It is taken from the Greek word micros, which means small and mile not part. Micro means a small particle, or we can say a small part. Okay, and the term of microeconomics is derived from the Greek word also, and that means a large part. Micro means a small part and macro means a large part. These terms were coined by the Norwegian economist Ranger French from Oslo University in 1933. Okay, so the words introduction is given by the economist Ranger French, who is from the Oslo University, and he introduced about these words from in the 1933 as well. Okay, so we have understand here what is the meaning of micro and macro. Micro, once again I am saying, micro means a small things. In economics we are the including small parts, means a small things we are going to use, that is a micro. And the macro, in which a big industrial part we can say, in short, that is a macro. Okay, so we have to keep it in the mind, that is macro and macro, these two are different words and they states two different meanings. Okay, so first we are going to understand about meaning of microeconomics. Now micro is a small part of the economics, in which all small things are including, right? So here first we are going to read. So if you have book, please refer your book and keep it with you, so you can read and understand what I am saying and what I am reading, right? So here micro means a small part of a thing. As I already said, micro means a small thing or a small part. Micro means a small part of a thing. Microeconomics thus deal with a small part of a national economic, okay, which deals with the national part of the small national economics. It studies the economics action and behavior of individual units, such as an individual consumer, individual producer or firm, and the price of particular commodity or a factor, etc. So what things are including in the microeconomics in the small part means a small individual consumer means a lone consumer or a customer, okay. Individual producer means a small dukan wala, we can say, who is selling his own vegetables and all things, okay. And a small particular commodity factor, etc., means a small things, a small part of the life which we are own by own a single person can do. That is a small individual things which the only one person is doing. That is a small part of his economics. The one person is earning from his family. That is a that is his things, and he wants to make his family economically strong, okay. The man is earning for his family. That is a in the he is doing individual something, we can say, uh, he is running a shop, or he is going for a office, okay. So he is earning for his family. That is a small part of economics. That is his own part. So that is called microeconomics. Now here few definitions are giving of microeconomics of different economists. So first, Professor A.P. Lerner is saying about microeconomics that microeconomics is consist of looking at the economics through the microscope, okay, as it is were, to see how the million of cells in the body of economy, okay. The individuals of household as consumers and individuals of firm as producers play their part in the working of the whole economic organism. See, as I say, the one person, the one man of the house, he is earning for his family. That is his individual need, okay. That is his individual need. So he is earning for his family, wives and children, okay. In one body we have different part, okay. That is the insider part of the body, but whole body, the one person who is a main earner, our body is working for our full body system, okay. So Professor AP Lerner is saying, like a one person is earning for his family, the same way the one body is doing working for the whole body parts, okay. uh, so here he is saying the individuals of household as consumers, okay. Individual firms as producer play their part in working of the whole economic organism. And you know, these people are working, alone people is running a shop alone. It's okay if he's running alone, but it is very helpful to grow, to make strong a main economic of national economics. We can say the national economics, it makes a stronger, we can say that. Here is the definition of AP Lerner. It is very important, so you can note down this. You can zoom the screen and note down the definition. Now here we are going to understand about the scope of microeconomics. Okay, there are three different parts here given, so we are going to introduce one by one. So three different parts is scope of microeconomics. What are the scope? What is the meaning of scope? Scope means need. What is the need of the microeconomics in our national economics? The main economic system, national economics, which is, we can say, Indian economy, okay. Indian economy, what is the need of why it is important that microeconomics is so important for national economy. Okay, that we can say. So here three parts are given, so which we are going to read it now. First is a theory of product pricing. So what it means: a price of an individual commodity as determined by the market forces of demand and supply. Microeconomics is a concern with demand analysis, individual consumer behavior, and supply analysis, individual producer behavior. Okay, so a theory of product pricing. Now I'm as I told you all that a one person, a one man is running his shop, right? So he is running. If he in his own shop he needs some thing, means a material he needs, so he demands for the main producer, and he brings his own material and as a consumer's demand. Okay, and he supply, means he brings a material and supplier sells it, and he just the consumers are buying things from the shopkeeper. Okay, that is theory of product pricing, and he is setting his own product price by his own. Means suppose we can take an example of bhaji wala. Okay, the bhaji wala is taking tomato as a for 50 rupees per kg from the main market, but he is selling 60 rupees kg to the customer. Okay, so he is taking 10 rupees extra from the consumer. That means the individual shopkeeper can set his own price, means he can take 4 or 5 rupees extra from the consumer. That is a main thing of the product pricing. Okay, the theory of factor pricing. B, the theory of factor pricing. In microeconomics, land, labor, capital, and entrepreneur are the factors that contribute to the production process. Microeconomics helps in determining the factor rewards for land, labor, capital, and entrepreneur in the from the rent, wages, interest, and profits respectively. See here also the individual shopkeeper, he can uh, take things from individually, he can set a price individually, he can take rent of his shop individually. Okay, so he can uh, do this thing by his own and make his profit by his own only. That is called a theory factor of pricing. Theory theory of economics welfare. The C is theory of economics welfare. The theory of economics welfare basically deals with efficiency in the allocation of resources. Efficiency in the allocation of resources and attained when it results in maximization of satisfaction of the people. Okay, so here in this C part, the we can say the person he is taking his own that is we can say all efficiency in the allocation resources and own satisfaction, means he is earning for his family and he is bringing his own satisfaction in his work, right? So the people can also satisfied, he can see that the customer is satisfying from me and my price. Okay, so that is the result of the uh, theory of economics welfare. Okay, so that means the three main topics of scope, means the need and the importance of the microeconomics we can see. Now the another thing is we are going to learn now is features of microeconomics. Okay, the features of microeconomics, we can say study of individual units. Okay, in the microeconomics features we can say the points we are going to write, the small sentences we can read. Study of individual units. The study of individual units. Microeconomics is the study of the behavior of small individual economics units like individual firm and individual price, individual household, etc. As I say, the individual person is doing his own work and he is working for his family. That is, we can see that study the person. In this India, there are so many shopkeeper who is earning for his money. The individual units we can study from the microeconomics, and it is very helpful for the national economy. Then price theory. The shopkeeper can set on prices on on products and on rent also. Okay, so microeconomics deals with the determination of the prices, goods and service, as well as factors of production. Hence it is known as a price theory. Okay, the the main shopkeeper can set his prices, products price, and he can sell his product to the customer. Now third point is the balance between two factors. Microeconomics analyze deals with the particle which analyze equilibrium position of individual economics unit, individual consumer, individual firm and individual industry. So partial, so this is also saying that is the individual things which we are, individual shopkeeper, individual customer, individual industry, the running by the one person. Okay, that is not a group work, only the one person is doing based on certain assumptions. Now what are assumptions of microeconomics? We are going to read here. Microeconomics begins with the fundamental assumptions. Other things remaining consist the such as a perfect competition, laissez-faire policy, pure capitalism, full employment, etc. So in the market we can see there are so many shops of one thing, like we can see so many bhajiwales in the market. So they are having a tough fight between them, means they are full of competition in the market, we can say. So this is constant with the pure capitalism of full employment. So there is an employment, means he is fulfilling. And it's okay if the one person is doing, one person is running their shop, but he is earning something. Okay, so that is based off certain assumptions. Now fifth one is slicing method. Now what is slicing method? Microeconomics uses slicing method. It splits or divides the whole economic into small individual units and then studies each unit separately in details. Okay, small individual units and small different parts, and then it is easy to know that is how many uh, how many uh, how many products selling, and the economics is growing or not. That is, we can understand from the slicing method. Now sixth one is use of Marginalism principle. Now the concept of marginalism is the key of tool of microeconomics analysis. The term marginal means a change brought total by the additional unit. Marginal analysis helps to study variable through the changes. Okay, so here also one principle which is going to apply on the microeconomics. Okay, that is total additional units. Marginal analysis helps to study variable through the changes. If there is change any, if there is any change in a individual thing, so it can come to the point. Analyze of the market structure. Seventh point is analyze of market structure. Microeconomics analyzes different market structures such as perfect competition, monopoly and monopolistic competition, oligopoly, etc. So it is based on a it is based on an analyzed market structure. Now what type of market is there? So it is based on this also. There are shopkeepers we can see in the market, different market structures such as perfect competition, and all market having a competition, monopoly. Okay, so it is a competition based that we have to analyze, means the shopkeeper have to analyze the market structure and then he can put his things uh, for earning. Okay, then it has a limited scope. The microeconomic has a limited scope because each and every person cannot do this, means if we think that each and every person can open his own shop, and then what will happen, means all market will be full of shops only, then what will happen to the industries and all things if each and every person will open the shop. Okay, so it is having a limited scope also. The scope of microeconomics is limited, it's only individual units, it doesn't deal with the nationwide economics problems such as inflation, deflation, balance and payments, poverty, unemployment, population, economics growth, etc. Okay, so it can reduce this thing also. The microeconomics, we can say it reducing payments, poverty, unemployment, population and economic growth, etc. Now importance of microeconomics we are going to see now here. Price determination. Okay, as I say, the person, the own individual person can set their own prices. Okay, microeconomics explains how the prices, different products and various factors of production and determined. And then second point is free market economy. The microeconomics help in understanding of working of a free market economy. Okay, individual shopkeeper can work freely in the market because he has his individual shop, so he can do whatever he wants, he can sell, he can buy whatever, he can set his prices, so it is feel free to do the on thing. A free market economy is that economies where the economics decision regarding production of good, as what to produce and how much to produce and how to produce, etc. Means a person can decide what he want to do, means an individual person can decide his, means what he wants to sell, what he wants to grow, what is want to do. Okay, that is the important, means a individual how much to sell, how much to bring, that is that individual levels, means he can do his own, means there is no group, there is no boss, no sir, he is only the boss of his shop. Then foreign trade. Microeconomics helps in explaining various aspects of foreign trade like effects of tariff, particularly commodity determination, currency exchange rates, any two countries gains from the international trade and particular, etc. Means international economic also increases from the microeconomics. And fourth is economic model building. Economic model building says that the microeconomics helps in understanding various complex economic situations with help of four of economics models, and it has made valuable contributor in economics developing various terms, concept, terminologies, tools of economics analysis, etc. Economics models are built using various economics variables. The fifth is business decisions. Now, business decisions means microeconomics theories are helpful to businessmen of taking crucial business decisions. These decisions are related to the determination of cost of production, determination price of goods, maximization of output and profit, etc. As we can say in this point, that the shopkeeper have to understand that how much he have to bring and how much he have to sell. Okay, if there is he bring a different thing, and the demand of the customers demanding different thing, then that will be the problem creating. Then it is a loss for the shopkeeper, means उसको तो पूरा नुकसान हो जाएगा कि the customer is asking for different thing and I am having different thing. Okay, so business decision is a main thing. So the individual the individual shopkeeper have to decide on this. Okay, now here we have understand about microeconomics, and now here we are going to start macroeconomics. Micro means a small part of economics, which we can see it is helping in a national economy, right? Now here we are going to learn about meaning of microeconomics, the different word with the different meaning and different introduction. Okay, microeconomist is a branch of economics which analyzes the entire economy, which includes the national economics of the India, means in any country. Okay, so we can say the whole economy is including in microeconomics. It deals with the total employment, national income, national output, total investment, total consumptions, total savings, general price level, interest rate, inflation, trade cycles, then businesses, then etc. Thus microeconomics, these are study are aggregates. Okay, so this all economy is including the national income of the main economy. Okay, which we are going to understand in microeconomics, then how it is important and why it is important for Indian economy. So here definition is given by J.L. Hansen. He is saying that microeconomics is the part of branch of economics, is the main branch of economics. As I say, that is the main thing of the national economics, which considers the relationship between large and aggregate, such as the volume of employment, total amount of saving investment, national income, etc. Means it include everything: investments, national income, employment, poverty, unemployment. Okay, these all things are including in national, means macroeconomics. Now here we are going to understand scope of microeconomics. So what are the scope of microeconomics? Theory of income of employment. So main microeconomics is bringing employment for the people, means small big industries are including in this macroeconomics. So it gives employment to the people. Okay, and it make a national income stronger. The microeconomics analyze explain the which factor determines the level of national income and employment, and which causes fluctuation and level of income, output and employment. To understand how the level of employment is determined, and we have to study the consumption functions and investment function. Theory of business cycle is also part of the parcel, and theory of income of employment. As I say, the microeconomics gives employment to the person or people. It creates a employment for the people. It creates employment, means meaning of employment, it gives a nokri, we can say, to the people, the needful people who has ability to do that work. Okay, now second is theory of general price level of inflation. Now microeconomics analyzes show how general price level, okay, and the study of general price level is significant account problems created by the inflation and deflation. Okay, so here the price level, the individual person is not deciding, it is all, it, we can say it runs by government. Okay, the government, the higher government is deciding the price level. The individual, the whole company is deciding the market price, the product price, and the salary of the person. Okay, this is not an individual thing, it is going to be in a group and in a higher level. Okay, so it is a Now third one is theory of growth and development. So how it is going to help in growth and development, we can say. Microeconomics consists of the theory of economics, growth and development. It explains the causes of development and poverty. It also suggests strategies and growth in the development. Means growth and development, for the growth and development microeconomics is so important, because it gives employment, and for the employment the poverty is the poverty will be the less quantity. Okay, so it is so for the growth and the development, for that microeconomics is helping for this. Okay, micro theory and distribution. Macro theory of distribution deals with the relative 5 shares and rent. Okay, and profit and total national income. Means it is going to be in a high level. Then what is the shares means we can say in a share market. Okay, the people are buying shares, and they are putting their money in mutual funds, and they are putting their money on shares, and they are getting income from that. So that is going in a high level. Okay, profit and total national income. So that is it helps in a growth and national income. Okay, so this is important. Now features. Now we are going to learn about features of macroeconomics. The first one is study of aggregates. Macroeconomics deals with the study of economics as a whole. It concerned with the aggregates concepts such as national income, national output, national employment, general price level and business cycles, etc. Then we can say microeconomics deals with the study economics as whole. It considered with the aggregates concepts such as national income, national output, national employment and general price level and business cycles. So it includes all these aggregates, and it is going to help in to grow a national economy. Now second one is income theory. Now here we are going to read about income theory. Now what is income theory in macroeconomics? Macroeconomics studies the concept of national income and its different elements, methods of measurement. Also social announcing macroeconomics deals with the aggregates demand and aggregate supply. So here again the demand and supply is coming for the market level. For here not an individual person is asking for his goods and products, but it is in a big companies and industries which they are going to produce their materials. So it is going to be in a high level. So they are demanding aggregates and demand. Okay, demands of the customer is demanding the product, then the company have to produce the product. Okay, so here are the different elements and method and measurements which company are deciding in their own level, and they are making products and selling goods, and they are demanding they are fulfilling the demand of customers, that we can say. तो पेज कुठे गेला? So here we are going to read a third point, the general equilibrium and analysis. Okay, microeconomics deals with the behavior or large aggregates, we can say that is okay. So microeconomics deals with the behavior of large aggregates and their function relationship. And the fourth is independence. Now what is independence in macroeconomics? Microeconomics analyze take into account an independence between aggregates economics variable such as income such as income, output, employment, investment, price level, etc. For example, changes in level of investment will finally result into changes in the levels of income, levels of output, employment, and individually the level of economic growth. Okay, so these all things are going to include in a independence. Now fifth one is lumping method. Now in this method, lumping method is a study of whole economy rather than the part. According to Professor Blonding, forest isn't the aggregation. Aggregation means a trees but doesn't have a relevant and the properties of an individual tree. This relevance different between microeconomics and macroeconomics. Okay, there are two different things which making a different thing between micro and macroeconomics. Okay, now the sixth one, growth method. In microeconomics studies various factors that contributes the economic's growth and development. It is useful in developing growth models. Okay, it is useful in developing growth methods. So it is very important to be helpful in a national income. Okay, it is developing growth models. General price level, which is companies and production uh, groups are deciding in on individual country on individual industry. So determination changes in general price level are studied in macroeconomics. General price level, it is average of full price goods and service currently being produced to the economy, means the whole thing, the product, the whole the spend of money, the total spend of the product money, that is including in a high level, means all board of directors and the company level, it is deciding, the people are deciding in a group that what will be the prices of goods services currently and being produced in our economies, means they are deciding that how we can less spend and produce more. Okay, then policy oriented. So each and every company has their own policies. Okay, according to Keynes, microeconomics is a policy oriented science and suggested suitable macroeconomics policy to promote economic growth and generate employment, control on infection of depression, etc. Now here, importance of microeconomics. Here we are going to see the importance of microeconomics. Functioning of an economy. So it is functioning, it is gives a function to the national economics, means it is helping to the national economics. Microeconomics analyze gives and use an idea of the functioning of economic system. It helps us to understand the behavior pattern and aggregative variables and the large complex of economic system. Okay, so it makes a pattern and it functions and it gives a total income to the national income and it helps to grow a national economy. Economics fluctuation. So economics helps in analyze two causes of fluctuation of income, outputs and employments, makes attempt to control them, reduce their severity. So severity. So this gives employment to the people and can control the poverty. So if the industry is giving an employment to the people, so it helps to reduce the poverty from the country. Okay, and it helps to the third point, it helps to grow in a national income. Study of microeconomics has brought forward the immense importance and study of the national income and social amount accounts. Okay, importance to study about national income means each and the audit is happening in the companies. So a whole audit is going to the government. This how much the company is producing this thing and it is having this thing means he's having producing and it helps, it is in the income of the company is that much and it is helping to grow in a high level. And fourth one is economic development. Now what is economic development and how it is important? Advanced studies of in microeconomics help to understand the problems are developing countries such as poverty, inequalities, income, wealth, and differences in the standard of the six people. Okay, the microeconomics can change living or standard of living. Means a person get employment and he can change his family situation, he can change his own situation, he can eat properly, he can buy clothes for his proper for his family. Okay, so it is solving so many problems of the country. The main problem of the country, like in India, the main problem is poverty. If industries are giving employment to the people, so it is income of wealth. Okay, and standards of living are including and means it's growing. The standards of living are growing because of the macroeconomics, we can say. The performance of an economy, we can say microeconomics helps us to analyze the performance of the economy. National income NI estimates the use to measures performance and economy over time by the comparing production goods and services in one period, that is over period. Okay, and the sixth one is study of microeconomics variable to understand the working of the economy. Study of microeconomics variable is important when economics problems are related to the economic variables such as behavior, total income, output, employment, and general price level in the economies. It makes easy to study microeconomics variables and is important. Okay, so this is also very important, that is the main things are not going to include in this. Okay, so this we are going to say these whole things we have learned in this, that is microeconomics and macroeconomics. Okay, there are two different words, two different meaning, and how it is important and how much it is important, its scope, introduction, uh, different uh, meanings that we have learned in this chapter. So very easy topic, you can go through once, they read out the points and you will come to know easily. Then you can make your own points also. Okay, how in the mainly in micro, the small part microeconomics, you can make your own point and write down for the, and you can write it in the exam. So this is the chapter is over, the first chapter, micro introduction of microeconomics and macroeconomics is over. So thank you so much, and uh, read out this whole chapter and you will come to know your doubts. If any doubts, uh, we can clear your doubts also. Thank you everyone.